Not every star is meant to burn forever.
People are just looking at you, taking pictures, and once the game did come out, they're saying, who's this guy? Cleveland Brown, white running back.
Sometimes a guy is only destined to shine for a single season. So today, here's a dive into the 10 biggest one-hit wonders in the AFC. Derek Anderson. Well, at least the Cleveland Browns thought they had a franchise quarterback for 1 year. The Oregon State product was a 6th-round draft choice of the Baltimore Ravens in 2005. Before ever playing a snap for the club, however, Anderson was waived and picked up by the Browns. Anderson saw limited action as a backup in 2006, but managed to win the Browns' starting job in 2007, even over the highly touted rookie Brady Quinn. Anderson made the most of his NFL starting opportunity, winning 10 of 15 starts while tossing 3,787 passing yards and 29 touchdowns against 19 interceptions. Anderson was named to his first Pro Bowl and nearly helped the Browns to a surprise playoff appearance, but they lost out via a tiebreaker to the Tennessee Titans. Anderson was never able to build off his career 2007 season, however. He lost 6 of 9 starts in 2008 and endured another miserable year in 2009. A one-year stop with the Arizona Cardinals in 2010 did nothing to salvage his playing days as a starter.
Every single week, I put my freaking heart and soul into this. I study my ass off. I don't go out there and laugh. It's not funny. It's not fun. Nothing's funny to me.
As a possible NFL team owner, you're on the bench laughing during the game. Would that upset you?
I would have beat his butt or killed him.
Really?
And Anderson went on to spend 7 seasons as Cam Newton's backup for the Carolina Panthers. He started 2 games for the Buffalo Bills in 2018 before retiring from football altogether. To think that almost 50% of his 60 career TDs came in that one-year wonder of a season that was 2007. Tim Tebow. The way the media obsessed over Tim Tebow, you kids who probably didn't watch him thought that he was a multi-time Pro Bowler or something, but no, not even close. The 2007 Heisman Trophy winner led the Florida Gators to national championships in 2006 and 2008. But there were a lot of questions about his ability to shine at the NFL level, hence why he was a late-round first pick to the Denver Broncos at number 25 overall in 2010. Tebow made 3 starts as a rookie, but veteran Kyle Orton opened 2011 as the starter. Following an ugly 1-4 start, Broncos head coach John Fox decided to bench Orton in favor of Tebow. Tebow saved the Broncos season by rallying them to 5 improbable fourth-quarter comebacks in 11 of his starts. He just kept coming up in the clutch and helped Denver to an 8-8 finish, which was enough to win the pathetic AFC West. Tebow mania continued in the wildcard round with the Broncos stunning the 12 win and defending AFC champion Pittsburgh Steelers in overtime on a walk-off Demaryius Thomas touchdown pass. But the Broncos were absolutely crushed by the New England Patriots in the divisional round, and Tebow time in Denver ended abruptly. He was traded to the New York Jets after the Broncos won the Peyton Manning free agent sweepstakes, serving as a utility player and backup QB to Mark Sanchez. Tebow then landed on the Patriots' 2013 practice squad, but never made it to the final roster. In 2021, the clown show that was Urban Meyer signed Tebow and tried using him as a tight end for the Jacksonville Jaguars, but that obviously went nowhere. Josh Gordon. You definitely got a feel for Gordon, who could have been a Hall of Famer if off-the-field issues and multiple suspensions did not cut into his career. The Browns drafted the big and ultra-athletic Baylor wide receiver in 2012. After putting up 805 yards in his rookie year, Gordon went off as a sophomore, racking up 87 receptions for a league-leading 1,646 yards and 9 touchdowns. Sadly, Gordon was limited to 5 games in 2014 because of suspensions. Further off-the-field stuff kept him sidelined for the entirety of the 2015 and 2016 seasons too. In 2018, he was traded to the New England Patriots and showed signs of his all-pro form by recording 720 yards in 11 games. Late in the season, he stepped away to focus on his mental health, though the Patriots kindly awarded him a Super Bowl 53 ring after defeating the Los Angeles Rams in the big game. Gordon would eventually return in 2019 and has since bounced around the league. Unfortunately, the 2013 campaign will always be a flash-in-the-pan season and not the start of a Hall of Fame career. Steve Slayton. The 2006 Consensus All-American and West Virginia standout was drafted 89th overall by the Houston Texans in 2008. And for 1 year, it looked like Slayton would go down as one of the better draft steals in recent memory. As a rookie, Slayton rushed for 1,282 yards and 9 touchdowns. But the well-documented sophomore slump phenomenon hit Slayton hard in 2009. He struggled with ball security and fumbled a whopping 7 times in just 11 games, having missed time late in the year because of a shoulder injury. Slayton finished his his sophomore year with just 437 rushing yards and 3 rushing touchdowns. He was waived by the Texans in 2011. He joined the Miami Dolphins but saw just 17 carries in 3 games. Slayton was then out of the NFL in a short time and went on to sign with the Toronto Argonauts of the CFL, where he spent 1 year before walking away from football altogether. Alonzo Gary. The Broncos lost star running back Terrell Davis early in the 1999 season when he suffered a torn ACL that unfortunately plagued him for the rest of his career. With the future Hall of Fame inductee sidelined for all but 4 games in '99, Alonzo Gary relished his opportunity in Mile High City. Gary, a 4th-round pick by the Broncos in 1999, turned heads when he rushed for 1,159 yards and 7 touchdowns in his rookie year. Sadly, Gary suffered a season-ending ACL tear after playing just 1 game in his sophomore 2000 season. He was then limited to 35 total games over the next 3 years, never topping 384 rushing yards in a season following his rookie year. Allen Hearns. The Jacksonville Jaguars once owned 2 stud receivers with the same first name, Allen Robinson and Allen Hearns. The former has several good seasons under his belt, but the other Allen was the true definition of a one-hit wonder. In his 2015 sophomore year, Hearns went off with 64 receptions for 1,031 yards and 10 touchdowns. Robinson also enjoyed a career year as a sophomore, recording 1,400 receiving yards. Not only did Hearns not come anywhere close to putting up those numbers again, but he wasn't even a steady WR2 option after 2015. He never hit 40 catches or even 500 receiving yards in a single season again, and he only had 9 total touchdowns over his final 4 NFL seasons. Hearns last played for the Miami Dolphins in 2019 and was out of the NFL for good soon after. Gary Barnidge. Hey look, yet another Cleveland Brown. The Carolina Panthers drafted Barnidge in the 5th round, 141st overall back in 2008. He made just 11 starts there over 4 seasons and eventually landed on the Cleveland Browns roster in 2013. After 2 rather unproductive years, Barnidge suddenly turned in a career year in his age 30 season for a lowly Cleveland team. With the combination of Josh McCown, Johnny Manziel, and Austin Davis as his QBs, Barnidge finished as the Browns' leading receiver with 79 receptions for 1,043 yards and 9 touchdowns. Barnidge was named to the Pro Bowl and awarded a 3-year extension worth $12 million. If Barnidge could put up career numbers with that quarterback room, just imagine what would happen next. Yeah, actually not a whole lot. In 2016, Barnidge's stat line dropped to 55 catches for 612 yards and 2 touchdowns. The Browns released him in the 2017 offseason, and rather surprisingly, no team gave Barnidge a second chance after that. Drew Bennett. Through his first 3 seasons, Bennett never topped 504 yards in a single campaign and had 7 total touchdown receptions. But once 2004 came, Bennett kicked it in another gear and went superstar mode. Bennett racked up 80 receptions for 1,247 yards and 11 touchdowns. Though Bennett missed 6 games in 2005, he still finished with a solid stat line of 58 catches for 738 yards and 4 touchdowns. After surpassing 700 yards again in 2006, Bennett signed a massive 6-year contract with the St. Louis Rams worth $30 million. It didn't take long for the Rams to feel buyer's remorse, to say the very least. In 2007, he caught only 33 passes for 375 yards and 3 touchdowns. Bennett missed all but 1 game in 2008 because of a broken foot, leading to his release from the Rams. Peyton Hillis. Alright, last Cleveland Browns player on this list, we swear. Many best remember Hillis for being the cover athlete of EA Sports Madden 12 video game. It was a bit of a random selection at the time, but at least Hillis was coming off a career year in which he rushed for 1,177 yards and 11 touchdowns, to go along with 66 catches for 477 yards and 2 touchdowns. Just when it looked like Hillis was about to become a foundational piece on the Cleveland offense, the well-documented Madden curse struck. Injuries limited Hillis to 9 games in 2011, and he finished with 587 rushing yards and 3 touchdowns. The Browns let Hillis walk to free agency, and he signed with the Kansas City Chiefs in 2012. He had just 309 rushing yards and 1 touchdown, and then gave it a shot with the New York Giants for 2 years. Hillis retired from football after the 2014 season, going down as an all-time one-hit wonder. Icky Woods. Woods is known for several things. One, being a key cog in the 1988 Cincinnati Bengals team that reached Super Bowl 23, his legendary Icky Shuffle dance, and, of course, being a one-hit wonder. Woods was drafted 31st overall by the Bengals in 1988. As a rookie, he went off for 1,066 yards and 15 touchdowns and helped Cincy to its 2nd Super Bowl appearance. Sadly, Woods suffered a torn ACL in his sophomore 1989 season after playing just 2 games. In those days, knee injuries were a especially devastating and borderline career-ending for running backs. This was unfortunately the case for Woods, who played just 2 more seasons after the 1989 campaign before retiring from football. But what other AFC one-hit wonders should we have included on our list? Let us know in the comment section below. If you like this video and learned a thing or two, clicking the like button helps out a ton, and hey, we appreciate it. If this is your first time coming around TPS though, subscribing is a great idea, because we put out videos like this every single day. But as always, thanks for watching, and we'll see you guys next time.